Thank you for joining me on the inaugural episode of Biohacking Longevity with your longevity bestie, Jess Winfrey. I'm so excited that you have taken the time to spend the next 20 to 30 ish minutes with me as we discuss the worlds of biohacking and longevity. That being said, I do have a disclaimer for this series. The thoughts, views, and opinions that are expressed are mine and mine alone, and they should not be taken as medical advice. Though I have done extensive research on these topics, I'm not a medical professional. If you are interested in starting a longevity journey, make sure you're talking to your medical provider about what treatment options could be best for you and your specific journey. If you don't have a medical provider, the telehealth company that I use for all of my longevity medication is linked in the description of this episode. So check them out. Let them know that the longevity bestie sent you. All right. Now that that's out of the way, without further ado, let's get into the topic of today, biohacking 101. Let's talk about it. What if I told you you could take control of your health, extend your lifespan, and feel great doing it? It's possible. And today we're going to talk about it. When I started exploring the longevity lifestyle, I didn't actually realize that I was already doing so many things that are incorporated into this lifestyle. And then when I started researching biohacking, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm already doing some of these too. So I didn't have the resources to kind of put two and two together when I was starting. And that's what made me want to start this podcast, start this series, really kind of bring some education in a manner that is easy to understand and digest. For those of us that might not have a medical degree or need things to be kind of simplified in a way that we can understand. I have been sharing my health journey since 2018. I was over 320 pounds, and I knew that I needed to do something to get my life together. So I began a health journey, as one does. I was eating a keto lifestyle, so low carb, high protein, high fat. I did lose like 20, 25, 30 pounds within, I don't know, maybe 6 months or so. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm regaining control of my life. I was changing the way I was sleeping and prioritizing things and prioritizing myself. That was the key is I was prioritizing myself. And that led me down this lifestyle. I started incorporating moving and going to the gym and just making movements that my body could handle without hurting myself because I was heavier. So those are all things that started me on this journey. And then in 2023, I was diagnosed with PCOS and started researching different treatment options that were available for PCOS. And that's when I came across peptides and GLP-1 meds. And the more I started looking into that, I just went into the rabbit hole of biohacking. And so here we are today. I have been successfully on GLP-1 meds for about 14 months at this point. It is January of 2025. Um, and I've learned so much, and I just want to share what I've learned and continue to learn and grow with all of you who might be interested in this type of lifestyle. So that's where we're at. In this episode, we're just going to cover the foundations, the basics of what biohacking is and what a longevity lifestyle is, and how you can take actionable steps to incorporate them into your life today. So let's start with biohacking. What is it? What does it mean? So, biohacking, by definition, is the use of science and technology and lifestyle changes to optimize your health and performance. Think of biohacking as using your body like a fine tuned machine, making intentional tweaks, whether through diet or supplements or technology. you can optimize how your body performs. Our bodies naturally age and face wear and tear, but biohacking offers tools to slow these processes down and boost our resilience. When it comes to biohacking, you have three levels of biohacking. So we're going to refer to those as foundational hacks. You have cellular, you have lifestyle, and you have technological. Let's break them down. On the cellular level, you are optimizing your energy production using peptides to improve your mitochondrial function. On a lifestyle level, you're using habits like sleep and nutrition and exercise to regulate your hormones and reduce stress. And on the technological level, you're incorporating tools like wearable trackers and glucose monitors to collect data and make personalized improvements. Under these foundational hacks, you will have sub hacks that you can incorporate, and those are your action items, your actionable hacks. That's what we should call them, actionable hacks, that you can incorporate on each foundation. We will deep dive into these foundations in later episodes. We're trying to keep it high level right now, so stick with me. But I really just want to bring it back to why biohacking matters for longevity. Longevity isn't just about living longer, it's about living better and with more energy and vitality and clarity as you age. So, some biohacking goals could be to extend your lifespan by reducing inflammation or improving your health span by just remaining active. The main thing that I want to get across is biohacking is for everyone. You don't have to have a big budget or a lab. You don't have to be an athlete or a celebrity. It's as simple as maybe adjusting your morning routine or adding a specific supplement to hit your goals. What biohacking isn't is it's not a quick fix and it doesn't replace professional medical advice. It's about becoming an active participant in your own health journey. Now that we know a little more about biohacking, let's talk about longevity and what a longevity lifestyle is. A longevity lifestyle is about making changes that prioritize living longer with more energy and mental clarity and independence. The last thing that I want is to be up in age and not be able to use the bathroom on my own or go to the store or do all of this. So we are trying to be proactive with our health instead of reactive. Now, there are five key pillars of a longevity lifestyle. You have nutrition, physical activity, stress management, sleep optimization, and supplementation and biohacking tools. So let's take a high level look at all five of these pillars. Nutrition. For nutrition, you're going to want to focus on whole foods like leafy greens, lean proteins, healthy fats, and really trying to avoid processed sugars that can accelerate aging. These are all things that we have learned. These are all things that we've heard. These are all things that we've been told. And it's just a matter of actually incorporating them into your day to day life, which can be difficult. We live in an age of convenience. We live in an age of wanting to go to the store, just grab something to eat. Who wants to cook dinner? I mean, some people like to cook dinner. I'm not one of those people. So, trying to prioritize the right types of food, that is under one of the key pillars of the longevity lifestyle, nutrition. Then we have physical activity. This is probably one of the hardest things for me is trying to maintain that physical activity. I work from home. I don't leave my house unless I am intentionally doing so. I don't have to go into an office. I don't have to walk upstairs. I don't have to walk into a building. I don't have to do that. So I have to be very mindful with the amount of movement that I get in every day because movement is the key to a long life. It's been proven that if you can stay mobile, then you are likely to not have as many health issues as you get older. So even things walking 10,000 steps a day or 2 days a week strength training in the gym. Those are some of the things under the key pillar of physical activity in the longevity lifestyle. Let's talk about stress management. Chronic stress accelerates aging by increasing inflammation and cortisol levels. And while it might be hard to take time for yourself, set back time for yourself, it's important, especially if you are looking into the longevity lifestyle. I used to think that the mindfulness was such a hack, like, come on now. But if you can sit with yourself and meditate or be mindful of what your body is telling you or how you are processing or handling a situation, that's going to help you lower your stress levels and deal with the things that you might be internalizing, which could in turn make you age and put the wrinkles on your face even more than they already are. Sleep optimization. Quality sleep allows your body to repair itself. Create a bedtime ritual. Try not to look at your phone or the TV like 30 minutes before you go to bed. And keep your room dark and cool. You want it to be like a cave, a cocoon almost. That's going to help optimizing your sleep so that you can regulate yourself. So your body has a fighting chance of resetting your circadian rhythms, all of that while you are sleeping. So you don't have to think about it. Your body just goes on autopilot and does it. And then we have supplementation and biohacking, the use of supplements and medications and tools to boost recovery and enhance your cellular repair. So that's a little bit of the key pillars of a longevity lifestyle. Longevity biohacking merges the two worlds. You're blending a holistic lifestyle with scientific advancements. It's not just about eating well or exercising. It's about understanding the science behind our biology and leveraging it to push boundaries. Some of the ways we do that, well, you have probably heard a lot about these in the last year or two, and you are going to continue to hear about these as the years go by and more studies come out showing the benefits of peptides. So, what are peptides? Well, the scientific definition of peptides is they are short chains of amino acids that act as signals in your body. You can think of them as like the messenger. It tells your cells what to do, whether it is boosting your energy, building your muscle, or repairing your tissue. Okay, so why are peptides game changers? They can address specific issues like improving sleep or reducing inflammation or enhancing skin health. And many peptides are naturally produced in your body, which means they are well tolerated when you use them correctly. You're not introducing some foreign substance into your bloodstream. This is something that your body's already used to. And the peptides that we're seeing, a lot of them are agonists. So they help to generate the production naturally in your body. It's not that you're necessarily injecting yourself with all of these foreign substances. No, it's just, hey, look, these scientists have figured out how to get your body to start producing this. Let's do it. Let's jumpstart that. Let's jumpstart the production of this hormone or this coenzyme or of all of these things that are already in your body. Let's talk about some of the peptides that you have probably already seen and will probably be seeing a lot more of in the coming months and years. Of course, we have GLP-1 medications. They have been proven to help with diabetes, weight management. Now we have sleep apnea, cardiovascular issues. The list keeps going on and on and on for GLP-1 medications. And I think we're going to continue to see more and more benefits of what GLP-1 agonists bring to the table as far as biohacking for longevity. A couple of the other peptides that you're going to be hearing more and more about, one of which is sermorelin, which helps to stimulate the production of the human growth hormone, and it helps to repair your muscles after you've been at the gym and going hard. So many things with sermorelin. You have NAD plus, which is going to help boost your mental clarity and your skin health and your brain fog and your sleep quality. It's probably my favorite supplement. I love NAD plus, and I will go on and on about it, but we don't have time for that. And then we have B12, which is a natural energy production. You find it in your food. You can find it in things that you drink. It is something that I think most of us are deficient in. So it's nice to be able to supplement with that and get us a boost to our energy. We have glutathione, which is a master antioxidant. It's like blueberries and spinach and broccoli on steroids. It's going to help detox and flush out things in your system, prevent the free radicals from forming and building in your system. For people who like to imbibe, it's going to reduce the chances for you to have a hangover. So glutathione is amazing. And we even have things for sexual health. So we have bremelanotide, which is PT-141. That is mostly for women, but men can use it too. And it's something that um, increases the, not necessarily the desire, but it enhances the body's response to certain things. So something fun to check out. There are so many other benefits to these peptides, and it's all just about trying them and seeing if they work for you. And we're going to be seeing more and more of these come into the mainstream, and I'm excited to talk about them more in future episodes. But I do have a word of caution. Peptides are powerful, and when you are using them in a sense of biohacking, specifically for longevity, just biohacking in general, really, they do require professional oversight. You do not want to use too much of one thing or not enough of another. You need a medical provider that can help you navigate through this process. So, again, if you do not have a medical provider that you can talk to about things, the company that I use is linked in the description of this video, so check it out. All right, so let's give you some quick actionable steps that you can take to start incorporating biohacking into a longevity lifestyle if it's something that you're interested in. First off, you want to start small. You don't have to deep dive into this. It could be something as easy as wearing a Fitbit to monitor your sleep and your steps and all of that. Wearing a tracker is a biohack, and most of us are already doing it. Another quick thing you can do is start getting rid of the processed foods in your diet or limiting the processed foods in your diet. When you start prioritizing those things, it gets easier to stack the biohacks on top of each other so that they all work together to help get you to your goal. Another lifestyle tweak, journal. Sit with yourself, check in with yourself, ask yourself how you are doing, and really get to know what your body needs and what it craves and what is important for you to feel your best. Start incorporating the trackers, start paying attention to the trackers, utilizing the tools that are accessible and readily available to you, and then jump that into maybe going and getting some blood work, seeing what your blood work is telling you. Again, talking to your provider, asking your provider what the treatment options they might suggest for you specifically could be, if they've identified any deficiencies. Again, most people have a B12 deficiency, and simply by incorporating B12 into our daily routine or weekly routine is going to be something that boosts our energy and makes us feel better. And then once you feel comfortable with the lifestyle hacks, then you can really kind of dig deep into those cellular hacks. So incorporating the peptides, doing some research, figuring out what peptides are available, how you can get them, what forms they are available in, and what supports your specific goals. One of the topics that we are going to dive headfirst into in a future episode is going to be the difference between natural and synthetic peptides. I think that a lot of times we associate synthetic with bad, and that's not the case when it comes to peptides. You have the natural, bioavailable supplements. A lot of them are occurring naturally in the foods that you eat and what you consume every day. But maybe there's not enough. You're not consuming enough. Or if you're taking supplements, The way that the supplements are created, they require a chemical reaction to turn into whatever you're trying to put into your body, and then the half-life is like 2 seconds, right? So, there's a difference between the natural supplements, and I am a fan of natural supplements. I do think that there is a space for both natural and synthetic peptides in this whole lifestyle if you are using them properly. It's just don't get caught up in the idea that this is saying it's a natural GLP-1. There's not a natural GLP-1. Like GLP-1 is a naturally occurring hormone, but you can't take a natural GLP-1. What we're doing is we are increasing the production of GLP-1, and that's what these synthetic peptides are doing. They are jump starting our body to do what it needs to do. The synthetic peptides are created in labs to do specific things. So, help that GLP-1 production, increase your sleep quality, enhance your energy and your mood, stabilize your energy and your mood. Whereas the natural supplements, they're just a much more broad effect. They are not targeted to the specific things that you might be wanting. So if you have very broad goals, natural supplements, sure, try them out, see if they work for you. You're probably going to feel some effect of it. You might feel like your appetite might be suppressed for a little bit, but it's not going to have any sort of comparison to what these GLP-1 injections are actually doing in your body. We'll deep dive into that in a later episode, but tell me what you think. Did I answer some questions that you might have? What questions do you still have? What would you like to learn about? What would you like to expand your knowledge base on so that when people have questions for you, you can better educate them on why you are incorporating certain habits into your daily routine, why you are choosing to use this peptide, or why you're using a tracker, or all of these things that go together hand in hand when you are incorporating biohacking into a longevity lifestyle. My plan is to post a new episode every Wednesday for the rest of the year. So if there's something specific that you would like to learn about, just let me know. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for being with me on this inaugural episode of Biohacking Longevity with your longevity bestie, Jess Winfrey. Don't forget to follow me on all the socials. I have them linked. And